Good morning, this is Kay with Around the House with Kay and Tom. Hope y'all had a nice 4th. My son is visiting me from North Carolina, and I thought we would cook some baby back ribs. People would be amazed if they could see in my freezer. Tom has got so much stuff in that freezer that I am trying to thin it down a little bit and cook a little bit. Well, we're supposed to be getting this lovely hurricane. So what I'm going to do, and because it's raining off and on, and so instead of going outside and getting the grill and putting it on the carport and everything, I am just going to cook my ribs in the pressure cooker, then put it in the stove, put some barbecue sauce on it, and we're going to be done with this baby. So what I'm going to start out with was I got 3 packs of his baby back ribs out of the freezer. I'm going to cut off the paper, put them in the pressure cooker, and we're going to get started. Hold on just 1 second. As you can see, he always put them in packs, and he usually put like 4 or 5 ribs in a pack. Then he would cook 2 packs. That would be 1 pack for him and half a pack for me, or he should get 1.5 pack, I should say. And so what we'll do is we'll just he seals up all his stuff with that silica machine that he's got. So we'll just take the ribs. They are frozen, as you can well hear. I'm going to put them in the pressure cooker and put water just over it. You do not ever fill up your pressure cooker with water. I'm just going to cover the meat with a little bit of water, put the top on it, and we're going to cook it for probably 30 minutes, and we'll come back and see how they look. As you can see, I did not fill up the pot with water. I've got it a little over half, but not very much. So I'm going to put the lid on it and put it on the stove. Just make sure that it locks. There we go. We're going to put it on this stove, and then this is you put on top. Make sure you mash it down where it clicks. Put it on the stove to cut the stove on, and when it starts to jingling, we will time it. Here we go. Well, I got everything in the pot. I've got the top on. I've got it on the stove. I've got it turned on, and once it gets to jingling, I will cut it down to maybe 8, or my stove goes from high to low, and so I'll cut it down about a 7, just let it jingle along. I don't want it wide open while it's cooking. We will be right back. I hope you can hear this, but my pot has now started jingling. You see the steam is coming around it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my eye down just a little bit, and I'm going to time it, and I'm going to let it cook for about 30 minutes, and then we will come back. And just remember now that you don't mess with this while it's cooking. So let's cut it down a little bit and give it time to finish cooking. We will be back when this lovely thing goes off. Okay, my pot is telling me it is time to stop. So what we will do now is we'll take the pot, and I'm going to set it down in the sink. I'm going to leave it on the stove for a little bit and let it cool off a little bit by itself. And then I'll set it down in the sink. I've cut off the eye, so it should just sit here a few minutes until the steam quits coming out. Then I'll set it in the sink and we'll go from there. Okay, the pot, it has quit jingling. So we're just going to make sure you've got something to hold it with. Just take it just a little bit. Wait a minute, let me see. It's still got a lot of steam in there. See? You can see the steam coming out. So let's just let it, give it time to let the steam out. Can you see this little red button right here on top of this handle? It is up. When that little red button drops, that means the steam has gone out of it. So give it time for that to drop down. I know sometimes I have seen people take it and like sort of hold it and let the steam come out. but it also gets very hot. Did you see me jump? But I've just always, like that, I've just always give it a chance to let it drop by itself. Depends on how big of a hurry you're in. So we'll wait just a few more moments. If you can hear it's just about quit completely. The steam has just about gone. See, you can actually take that off of it. It's still got steam in it because there it went. Did you see that when that dropped? That means the steam should be out of this. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take it and put it in the sink, and I just run cold water around it just to make sure there's no steam in it. So let's get ready and do that. Okay, we have now got it in the sink. I run some cold water on it. If it still had steam in it, you would see the steam coming out. Okay. Now let's see what we've got. See how easy that opened? I want to check and just see how done my ribs are. Oh, they're breaking apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out of this. Okay, I checked my ribs and they are definitely falling apart. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to line my pan here with aluminum foil. I'm going to take butter, and I'm just going to, you can spread, but I'm just going to take some butter and I'm just going to slide over the pan just to make sure that they do not stick. There we go. And then we're going to take these ribs out and lay them on here, if I can get them out. I'm going to need two tongs to get them out with, though. Boy, they are done. I don't know whether I can get this piece out. And the reason I have cooked, whoops, that broke right apart. The reason I have cooked this many is we have a hurricane coming. And so whatever's left over, they sure will be good if there's no way you can have your stove on. I've got a grill, but it may not even be where you can be outdoors with the grill. So what we're going to do is we're going to put barbecue sauce on this, put it in the oven, and let it just cook just for a little bit, not very long, because they are really, really done. Before I put barbecue sauce on them, I just wanted to show you this. They're just falling off the bone. Well, that's a really big piece. It just fell off the bone. You can actually put your barbecue sauce in a bowl and then spread it. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it on here like this. It usually takes about 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce. And of course, I'm using Tom's favorite, Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. And I'm just going to spread it out a little bit. I really think I'm going to put a little bit more on this one. I actually got a brand new bottle and set it out just in case that I used all of that. And then we're going to put it in the oven. And since they are so done, I don't really need to cook them anymore, so I'm going to put it in the oven and turn it on broil and watch it, and then that way when this gets a little brown, a little crispy, we'll be ready to eat. I'll show you the finished product in just a moment. Okay, I have just took them out of the oven, and this is what they look like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them in two. Wow, did you see that? Look. I need a fork to hold on to it because it's just coming all to pieces. So we're just going to cut. I should have not cut on that bone, but. And we're going to cut this one. If I had a better knife, I thought this knife was, well, never mind, it came all apart. So, what I'm going to go do is I'm going to pick them up, put them in this plate, this Pyrex dish I've got. And you can always put more sauce on it if you want more sauce. But I really think once they cool, this is going to be a taste. Did you see the bone come apart on that one? Look, the whole bone just fell right out. So we're going to, there we go. And the nice thing again about this is your cleanup. You don't have a lot of cleanup. All you've got to do is take your aluminum foil, fold it up, and you're done with that, except for washing out the pan naturally, just to make sure it is clean. I'll wash out my pressure cooker in just a few moments. And I've got my meat for tonight done for dinner. So I will fix a side to go with it, and we'll be ready to eat. And again, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. I hope you subscribe to my channel and that you'll offer me your comments. And again, this is just some baby back ribs that I wanted to cook. We are getting ready for a hurricane, and this is be good to have something done in the house. Around the House with Kay and Tom. And please come back to see me and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.